Hey everyone, welcome back to the SDL2 with C. So for this log, we're taking our game to the next level by adding this sprite animation. Instead of a static square or image, our player now comes to life with a smooth frame by frame animation. We'll build a reusable animation system in C that handles frame updates, timing, and rendering. Then we'll plug it into our game loop. So our character animates automatically at 60 frames per second. By the end of this video, you'll have a fully working animated sprite on screen, ready to move and expand into real game. So for the project structure, so we have a CMake list.txt, and then we have an include folder, we have src folder, and assets folder. So inside the include folder, we have a new header, which is animation.h or animation header, and then we have a game.h or game header. So inside the src folder, we have a new file which is animation.c. Then here we have game.c and main.c. Inside the assets folder, we have the coin png, run png, and slime.png. Now for the CMake list.txt, so this is the CMake file. So CMake was responsible for creation of the executable file and also responsible for linking the library that we needed. And also CMake is our build system. So inside the animation header file, we will going to have an animation struct in line 9 up to 17. So in line 20 up to 23, we will going to have a function prototypes. So here we have the animation create, animation update, animation render or render, animation destroy. Now for the animation.c file, we will going to allocate memory for the animation. We're going to store frame size, number of frames, and speed. Now the current frame will be 0 or from the start or from the beginning. So here in line 26 up to 32, we have animation update function. So this will checks the current time with SDL get text. So if enough time has passed, so it will advance to the next frame. So it will loop back to 0 from the last frame using the modulo or percentage num frames. So it's more like the transition between two frames. So in line 38 up to 52, we have animation underscore render. So this will pick the correct frame from the sprite sheet. If the current frame equals to 2, it will take the third rectangle in the row, and it will going to draw at X or Y on the screen or the position on the screen. So in line 54 up to 57, we have our animation destroy. So we're going to free the struct's memory. So inside the game.h header file, we will going to have a game struct. In line 22 up to 26, we have our function prototype. So for the game.c file, in line 7 up to 29, we will going to have or we're going to initialize the SDL, image, and the creation of window and renderer. In line 32 up to 36, it will load the sprite sheet. So we're going to use the image underscore load texture. So we're going to directly convert the image into the texture. For line 39 up to 41, here we have our sprite or the character animation configuration. In line 48 up to 55, this function is a game handle event function. So it will handle the event loop. So in line 58 up to 60, this is a game update function. So we will going to update or use the animation underscore update to update the character animation. Now in line 63 up to 73, we have the game render function. So we're going to render the animation underscore render. And then for line 76 up to 83, we will going to have our game cleanup function. So it will going to free all the resources that we used. So for the main.c file, we have initialized the game, and also we have our main loop. And if the game is closed, we're going to clean up our resources. Now we're going to build our program or our game, and then the CMake will create an executable file, and then we're going to run the executable file. And that's it for this log. We created an animation module to handle sprite sheets, updated it with SDL text, and rendered each frame in our main game loop. Now our player or character isn't just sitting there, it's animated and alive. So for the next log, we'll take this even further by adding movement controls so our character or player can walk around the screen. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.